So without further ado, let's welcome Sean. He's our VP of Product Management at ELB Learning. Sean, the webinar is yours. Please take the wheel.
Thank you, Kristen. Thanks for all the energy. So, yeah, my name is Shan. My full name is Shanmugam. So Shan is just for the short form so that you can, easily pronounce it. So I'm VP of Product Management in ELB Learning. So I have around 20 years of experience in learning technologies and product development around learning. So that's me, and let me quickly get into the presentation. We'll talk about a little bit about the AI Toolkit. It's basically the introduction about why we developed this tool and what's the purpose. Just can you all see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Are you seeing the presentation?
Yes,
Yeah.
we are.
Okay. So yeah, so this is something that you would have seen our websites, but let me quickly cover this. So our motto is unlock your employees' performance through tools and services, and this is what our team is doing. We have wonderful people doing services and also products, but especially this area where creating your learning and delivering your learning. This is where mostly the products come in. So creating your learning, this is our studio, and we have a lot of tools. You can create interactive videos, scenario, virtual reality, simulations, e-learning courses, micro learning. So we have products here as a studio of tools, and also deliver. We have our learning platforms. So what we are going to see today, which is the AI Toolkit, is part of the studio. So let me go to my next slide, which talks a little bit detail about why we did, why we created AI Toolkit in the first place. So AI, as we all know, is groundbreaking, and whether we like it or not, it is kind of everywhere. The moment OpenAI released ChatGPT, the entire world is behind how to use it and what kind of changes it can bring in. And everybody is saying that it's going to change the way people learn it, and especially the education and learning industry. But the challenge is the changes are so rapid, it's very difficult to catch up for everybody. Practitioners as well as developers. You go and develop a feature, and when you come back and there is a new feature being released, or the model became obsolete, and everything happens at a very rapid pace. So at ELB, we are so committed about harnessing AI into our products. So we brought AI in Lectora, MicroBuilder, Rehearsal. But what we are increasingly seeing is, the pace is so much. Bringing in AI into all our products will take a little bit of time, but by then, AI would have, gone to a different level. So one thing, the first point when I say, catching up game, this is something we all play as a developer, as a practitioner, as organizations. Right now, we are playing a catch-up game with AI. It's evolving rapidly. So AI Toolkit is our way of answering that question. So we thought we need an environment to experiment, and then if something is working, we will keep it. If it doesn't work, we will leave it and move on. So AI Toolkit is such an experiment. And then we also realize we don't have to bring in AI into everything that we are doing, because definitely AI cannot replace what we are doing, but it can definitely help us. It can enhance or improve what we are already doing. So what are those areas? Those smaller areas, we find those areas and develop smaller tools for those, and then use those to enhance what we are already doing. So that is another reason why we bring in a toolkit rather than building AI into the product. Then, we also decided it should be very simple, should not be very complicated. Each tool in AI toolkit does one thing, and you should be able to, do it without, a lot of learning. Um, Again, we also wanted it to be non-invasive. So we don't want you to change your working style. Let's say you built a process for developing e-learning or developing ILT courses. AI Toolkit can give you certain tools to basically help you out, not to change the process or anything. You can come out of the process, use a particular tool, go back and again, follow the process that as it is. Then again, this is agile. This is for our benefit. These tools are, not interconnected. These are disconnected tools, so we can, change, modify, or even discard the tools that are not being used. Then obviously the security part, because it is part of Studio, and we have our own license with OpenAI, and so all the things that you are uploading, everything coming into our sandbox, and which is basically that our area, and we will be purging the data, and you can also, in AI Toolkit, you can clear history and all that. We are bringing in more and more security-based features. So one of the key concerns of using AI is, security. So we are trying to address it through the AI toolkit by providing you to access AI through Studio. So we will be taking care of that as well. So with that, let me get into the demo. So some of you are familiar with this screen. If you are already a Studio user, you must be using it on a daily basis. So I'm going to log into our Studio. So based on, the kind of license that you have, you'll be seeing different tools here. But if you have a paid subscription of Studio, and you bought a bunch of tools from us, then you would have already be seeing a toolkit, which is currently in the beta version. If you're not seeing it, please contact our sales representative or your point of contact. They will enable it for you. So this is available for all paid Studio subscriptions. So let me launch a toolkit. So this launches into a new page, and we built this dashboard kind of an interface just to list all the AI tools here, and we expect it to grow. Right now, we are having only 8 as the first iteration, and we are going to, develop more. Or sometimes we may even drop something if you are not, if we get the feedback that this is not very useful. But the idea is to make it very dynamic. So, okay, you want to zoom in a little bit? Let me see. Is that okay? Yeah. Kristen, are you able to see the screen well?
Looks great.
Yeah. Okay. So here I can, on the left pane, I can select, all the tools are listed. I can go and jump between different tools. And the other way of accessing the tools is using the search bar. The search bar is also kind of, you can type anything you want, like I'm developing, I need audio assets for an avatar. So as you type your requirement, it will try to identify, okay, what you're looking for. And right now, it recommends me 3 tools. Okay, because it's assets. I have a tool called Asset Finder. I'll come back. I mean, I'm going to explain it in a while. Then there is an avatar generator, then even a speech transcriber, because I say it's audio. So it's trying to recommend me some tools. This may not be much in terms of functionality at this point, but when we have more than 10 or 20 tools, then it's easier to type here and find what you're looking for. So you can see the small mic icon, microphone here. Most of the text fields that we are using inside AI Toolkit are audio enabled. So you can turn this on and speak. So I'm going to demonstrate it soon. So just look out for this microphone. If you see the microphone, you can type or you can actually speak and it will capture, it will convert speech into text, and it will provide you the results. So let me, and other than that, here, I mean, let me zoom back a little bit. So, sorry. Okay. Let me go to Asset Finder first. So Asset Finder is a small tool or I would say utility. You might be familiar with our asset library. So, we have around, I would say 200 million assets like images, videos, sound effects files, audio files. We already have a traditional search interface. So Asset Finder is our AI, using AI, how can we, search for, assets that you are looking for. For instance, let's say you want to develop a course on, let me go here. I was doing some searches. Okay, email basics, email etiquette kind of a course. So I go and you can just copy paste content, or you can type what you're looking for. Um, so this should basically, start recommending you um, assets from our asset library. And I can say I need images for the above. So this is more of a chatbot. You can have a conversation with this chatbot, and the chatbot will keep identifying the assets for you. Currently, it supports images, it supports videos, and it also supports audio clips. So I can always say, yeah, this is something, based on the text, it is giving me something, and I can use this microphone. Uh, can you show me videos related to um, car driving? So I just use the microphone. I just spoke, and this will search. So the same way audio clips of animals. This takes a little bit because it's trying to load those thumbnails or videos, but you don't have to wait for this to load. You can, asynchronously start your search. You can have multiple search queries going at the same time. So the advantage is, you can do a lot of search queries here, and then come back, and from the history you can download something. So let's say you're finding an image that you like, you can enlarge it, and if you like it, you can download it from here, or you can even download from the thumbnail. So that is possibility. The audio clips will play when you roll over. It, I mean, you may not be hearing it because of Zoom, but it will play as you roll over, or you can download it. I think the videos are still loading. Okay. I just initiated another search. See. Yeah, so the other thing is this tool will remember this all these search queries. So I can go back to some other tool. Let's say you are going here, you're trying to write some text using AI, but you can always come back to Asset Finder to see what you have been searching. This will remind for you. So unless you clear it here, I mean, there is a button to reset. The moment you reset it, then everything will be clear and it'll go back to the initial phase. So until then, you can see this history there. The other way of going between different tools is using this back button. So I go to StepWriter, and then I, in different orders, this will work similar to your browser back button to take you back. So this is Asset Finder for you. I'd like to stop there a little bit. to see if there are any questions that I can answer.
At this moment, Sean, we don't have anything in the Q&A bubble. Does anyone have any questions? If you do, please pop it in to the Q&A bubble and Sean will address them right now.
Yeah. If there are questions, otherwise, yeah, we'll move on to the next tool.
I think we should move on.
All right. Okay, looks like I'm very clear, so people are not having any questions. Yeah, the other thing is all these, images or video or audio assets are proprietary, and this is already part of the studio subscription. We are not doing any AI generated images or any of these assets because of all the concerns that you have, right? The copyright issues and the quality of those are not so great. So these are all real pictures, real images that you can use it in your course. So let me go to the next interesting tool. This has been very, very successful, and there is a lot of reception for this. This is our avatar generator. Let me zoom out a little bit. So this is a very simple tool. Let's say you have an audio script and you can actually, you want to create a video very quickly using an avatar. So what this does is it will give you options to choose. These avatars are actually real people. So videos were made, them talking, so that the AI can mimic their lip movement, and we have a a bunch of avatars already created here. So let me choose somebody, okay. And all you need is a bunch of text. So I'll go to the text rewriter and I'll copy paste something from here. Okay. Okay, so then you can actually generate the audio from this. So when I say generate audio.
Tired of sending boring emails that no one wants to read? Struggling to get people's attention and keep them interested?
So you can drag this slider to adjust the variability. So the way it reads, it changes a little bit, but let me regenerate the audio. So the moment you've
Tired of sending boring emails that no one wants to read? Struggling to get people's attention and keep them interested? We have an exciting course just for you. Learn the secrets of writing a...
So once the audio is generated, you can go to the next section where you can select a background. So we do have certain backgrounds that are pre-populated, but if you know a little bit of video editing, you can always choose the green background and render it as a video, and then you can remove the green using any of the video editing tools like Premiere, so that this can this character can be there in any of the backgrounds. So once you select the background, let me select something like this, and then you can do a preview of playing the audio and the character. You will not see the lip sync now, but you'll see it when you generate video. The moment you say generate the video, there is some amount of work involved in the server. So the request is going back to the server, and you'll not be able to see the video immediately. But you have a my video section. This is where you can see this is the one I generated now. It's currently processing, and some of these are already generated. I did it a little while ago, so you can view these videos. So this video also, when it is fully generated, this is how it will appear. So
Tired of boring emails? Struggling to engage your recipients?
yeah. So, and you can also download them and use it in Lectora or any other e-learning authoring tool that you are using. Yeah, definitely these avatars are real people, but I wouldn't say this will, replace real videos with a lot of animated, movements, but this is definitely better than, plain text. So this is a, useful tool. And once we released it, I mean, this is part of microbuilder as well, and a lot of people are using it. So that is avatar generator for you. Let me go to the next tool. So Kristen, are there any questions that we need to address?
Not at this moment. If anybody has any questions, this is your moment. This is your time. Pop those
Oh.
over into the Q&A bubble, or right now, the chat seems pretty quiet. So I have a small feeling you have everyone engaged, Sean.
Sure. Okay. So let me go to the next tool, which is our text rewriter tool. As I was saying, these are all simple tools. We didn't want the UI to be very complicated or anything. So you can see yourself that these are very, very simple. Anybody can use it. So I would say, the text rewriter can do three functions. One is elaborating a text that you are giving, and or simplifying something that is already written, or you can even do a grammar check. So these are three functions. Let's say, okay, I'll take this paragraph that we've been using, then I'll replace it here. So then I can say, make it in form. So, and I say elaborate. So this is, I mean, similar to how you will be using ChatGPT. What we are trying to do here is we will help you, engineer that prompt in a way that how an instructional designer would write it. So behind the scenes, we have created a prompt with, answer it like an instructional designer. So it is more and more oriented towards learning development. So instead of you going to ChatGPT and engineer that prompt, you can use this tool where the prompt is already engineered, and we are working on it in the background on a continuous basis. So this will behave like an instructional designer. It will give, and we are also feeding in all these theories and pedagogies, so which will evolve over a period of time. So this is basically elaborate. And once this is elaborate, you can also see all the experiments I've done. It's retaining the history. And I can copy this and use it elsewhere. Let's say I copy here and use it, write an analogy for this. So before that, let me say I copy this and I do a reverse, so this is the elaborated text. I can say simplify, but I'm giving a condition. So there are two text fields. This is the input content. The next text field is basically your instructions. Here I can give whatever I would like to give. So this is further tweaking the prompt. So I'm saying write it in 10 words. Let me see. So this is trying to, shorten it as much as possible. Let me see, 20 words. And simplify. Yeah, this is giving me a little bit longer text. And if I like it, I can copy and use, or I can, say, okay, I don't like the grammar, can you do a grammar check? Yeah, I think it's, let me copy paste some other text. Yeah, this one. Because I say write it in 20 words, even grammar check, it's writing it in 20 words. So it's trying to fix the grammar, and at the end, it is also giving you the summary of changes been made. So it says these are all the changes I've made. In some cases, this is minimal. In some cases, it will give you a longer explanation like this, summary of the changes. So you know what changes are being made. So once you have the text, there are two options. You can copy it. This will copy it to the clipboard, or you can simply download it. It'll download it as a text file. Let me, yeah. Yeah, this is the text file. I mean, showing it to you. So you can use it anywhere you want. As I was saying, each tool is giving its own independent output. It's not feeding into another tool. You have to do it manually. The reason is we don't want the tools to be interconnected and get complex. Then the next item is analogy writer. The functionality of these tools are kind of similar. You have an input content, you have optional instructions. You can actually not to give any instructions. It will automatically do something. But let's say I gave this email etiquette paragraph, and then I say use a sports analogy, and let's see what it does. So yeah,
When you're
this
ready,
is
Sean, we do have a couple of questions.
yeah. So let me finish this tool and then we'll take them. Okay, so this is writing an analogy, but I want a sports comparison. You can also say, take it from First World War or history. Uh, so you can give all these instructions, or you can remove those instructions. And obviously, this may not be perfect. You may want to copy paste it somewhere and edit it. So that's how this works. And as I was telling you, okay, there's you don't want any of these to remain here. You can always click the reset tool button, and this will be clean. That can be done for but this, when you clear this is clearing only this particular tool. If you go to the other tool, you can still see the data there. Okay, with that, let's see what kind of questions we have, and see if I have some answers.
Okay, so the first one is, are all of these tools available in the ELB Rockstar Learning Platform?
The answer is no. These are not part of Rockstar platform. This is part of our studio subscription. So that's a different subscription you have to buy. These are authoring tools, but yeah, not part of Rockstar Learning platform.
I guess the next question would be, if they already have a subscription to RLP, to the Rockstar Learning Platform, do they have access to the AI Toolkit?
No, but if they have subscription to RLP Learning platform, they have access to MicroBuilder, which has, I would say, most of these tools, except probably Asset Finder and Speech Transcriber. The other tools are available as part of MicroBuilder, but not AI Toolkit.
Thank you. And we will be offering some free trials of the products that do have access to this AI Toolkit later on in the webinar. Is there a maximum length for the generated videos with avatar?
Yes, they do. I think it is 750 words of text. So, whatever the audio length of 750 words is the maximum length. The reason being, the generation takes a lot of time, and we want to have, smaller videos we don't want, longer videos like 1 GB, 2 GB, like. So 750 words is the maximum length at this point.
Got it. And the questions are starting to roll in. Okay. Adam Kane is asking, right now I have the AI Toolkit beta option in my studio. Is this going to be like the micro builder where I had it as a beta, then the free trial ended? Or will AI Builder continue to be available with my other items, i.e. Lectora, Review Link, Asset Library?
Yeah, this is developed as a tool that is part of the studio subscription. So it will be available if you have a paid subscription of other tools. This will be part of studio. So it won't go away. We may offer it as an independent tool in future, but this will not go away from studio.
I think also the question, Sean, is whether or not it's going to be a paid option, basically taking it out of beta and trial and making it a paid option instead of included within the studio.
Yeah, the plan is to have it included within the studio. If there is a paid option, that will be only for the individual, purchase of this tool. But that plan is not yet, finalized, or we don't have any visibility on that. So as of now, I can say this is part of studio, and it will, even if we take it out of beta, it will be part of studio.
Okay. Another attendee says, I have a subscription to the studio. Where would I find these tools?
Okay, so you should be able to, when you log into the studio, you go to the apps page, and inside the apps page, you see these tiles. The AI toolkit should be part of it, with the beta tag. So this is where you will see this. If not, you can contact any of our support executives, or sales representative that you are in touch with, and we'll be able to help you out.
Got it. It has been released to all of our subscribers within the studio. So if you do not see it on your dashboard, please reach out to support.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it for questions for right now. Sean, please go on to the next section.
All right. So the next section is the question writer. So this is also something that you provide an input. This input could be anything. You can copy paste a section from your storyboard, or a passage of text, or anything, and then ask the AI to help you write questions. And there is a mandatory input content field. So I just copy pasted the email etiquette content that I've been using. And in the instructional, you can change things like, okay, something like match question to the objectives. And here you can play around. The instruction box that we provided will help you to get creative, and you can experiment with this. So the possibilities are endless. But I'm just leaving it open. I mean, I'm not giving any additional instructions here. Then there are 3 question types here: MCQ, true or false, and multiple answer. So I say I only want MCQ questions. Then you can see it's writing only one, but I've already generated questions here. See, there are 4 questions it's creating based on the passage that I gave, and it also gives an indication of which one would be the right answer. Or I can ask it to generate true or false questions. Instead of multiple choice, it's creating true or false type questions. I can also say multiple answer. Then you can download it or copy paste to some other place. So let me see. So this is how the text file will look like. I just downloaded the true or false option, and it also shows which one is the right answer here. So very simple tool, nothing complicated. You can write the question here and copy paste in your other authoring tool. So that is question writer for you. And then let me move to step writer. So you have a bunch of text that you want to convert into step or a process. So you can provide the input text, and you can see that some of these experiment I've already done. So you can also say, restricted to, let's say, 6 steps. It actually tries to fit into this number of steps that you are trying to give. If I leave it without any instructions, you can see it gave me 13 steps here. So that's pretty much the difference. So this instructions panel, you can as usual use it creatively to get what you're looking for. But this is very useful if you are writing a process and you have a lot of text and you want to convert them into numbered steps. That's how this is being used. Okay, the next tool is I would say it's more of a graphic tool. You have an image for which you want to remove the background. So I just selected it from the local hard disk and remove the background. then I can download it. You get a PNG file with the transparency. This can be used in your course. This is more of a small utility that you can use. The other way, what we have done is we have integrated our asset library search. So this is our regular asset library search. From here, you can choose a tool or choose an image, and text. Then remove the background. Then you can download it. So, there's nothing fancy about it, but you have a character with the background, but you only want the character in the course. You can come here, upload the file here, remove the background, and then use it. You can also see that the feather effect at the side. So it pretty much does a decent job of removing the background. So that is image background remover for you. So the final tool that I have is speech transcriber. So this is something based on the feedback that we got from our own instructional designers. So we have a team of big team of instructional designers and course developers here. And one of the things they said is we spend a lot of time listening to the audio and create audio text or the closed caption text, which are like SRT files. So what we have done is using speech transcriber, you can upload any of these formats. You can upload a video file, you can upload MP3 file. I would recommend MP3. If you have a longer video, upload MP3 files, because there is a file size limitation of 200 MB here. But let's say, if you're uploading a video, see, yeah.
Tired of boring emails? Struggling to engage your recipients?
So this was something I created using, avatar generator, and then I can transcribe it in two formats. One is a text format and the other one is SRT. Yeah, I gave the text, so I'm just extracting it back here. And once you get it, you can copy this to the clipboard and use it elsewhere. I can download it. And if you want, the closed caption text, you can use this and change the option and then transcribe. It will give you the closed caption text with all the timestamp and everything. This you can right away load it to the video and you will see the text. So this is very, very useful. You have a big video that you want to transcribe into, or you always want to generate subtitles for your video, but your authoring tool, whatever you are using, is not capable of doing it. Then you can come here, transcribe the video, and the best part is this is supporting all the languages that OpenAI is supporting. Though I am showing everything in English, but it can support Spanish or anything that OpenAI supports. I even tried my native language, which is Tamil, and it is working, which is one of the languages in India, South India. So yeah, there is a lot of potential here. If you have a lot of videos without closed caption text, you can use this tool. So that is all about, at this moment, we have 8 tools, but we are planning to bring more and more tools based on your feedback. So if you already have Studio subscription, this will be available on your apps page. You can use it, and feel free to reach out to us with your feedback. Or you want to add any tools here, we are happy to listen and include it in our roadmap. Or you want enhancement to any of these existing tools. We are also working on certain tools that would be really useful for instructional designers and course developers. So with that, I think my demo is coming to an end, but we can take any questions that are there.
We do have another question from Nirmalaj. Nirmala is asking, so you don't have the option to add a background? I think that may have been back in the background remover section.
So there are two places where we have background. One is avatar generator, that there are predefined backgrounds that we can add to a video. We are trying to see if those backgrounds can be picked from our asset library, but right now there are only predefined backgrounds. The other area is background remover. Yes, you can only remove it, but once you remove it, the output image that you are getting is having a transparent background, and you can actually paste it on top of other image. The background is actually transparent, so it's possible with any Photoshop, any other tool, you'll be able to do that. Or if you put it on top of inside a course, the PNG will have only the image, not the background. So this was only to remove background, not to add.
But you never know, that might be something down the road.
Yes, yes. This can, develop into a full-blown image editor, if people like it and they're using it a lot. So what we are also doing is we are collecting a lot of analytics around it, and we are tracking which tool is being used most, and we would be, bringing in additional functionalities for those tools. So that we are doing it in the background.
Also, we have another question from Andrea. Can you embed the avatar on the slide without a background?
Yes, so I have done it, but what you have to do for that is, as I was saying, you need to use uh, green background and use another video editing tool to remove that green and green matte screen. Let me see if I can show you that quickly, because I have the sample, which is also a demo of a toolkit. So
Okay, another one. How possible is it to use your own picture for an avatar?
right now, it is not possible. It may be a future addition, but at this point, because these characters are shot in studio in proper lighting, and we have certain specifications to shoot. So these are all, done in studio by professionals, and then we are adding these characters.
I'm sure lip placement is also extremely important to be able to mimic the text as well.
Yeah. So can you see the video on screen? Actually, this is
Yes.
we created as a demo for this entire video scripting, generation of this video, and the background audio. Everything is done using AI Toolkit. So you can see let me play this. This is not playing.
If it wants to play nice in the sandbox.
Yeah. I don't know why it is not playing. Is it because of Zoom?
Because technology.
Okay, I mean, I can show different frames. So this video is from Avatar Generator, but what I did is I used a green matte, green background, and then I removed it in Adobe Premiere or any other tool. So whichever supports the removal of green matte.
Understood.
So, yeah. So are there any questions on the chat?
Anand put it in the hosts and panelists and said you can try and load it from the driver link.
Yeah.
Welcome to the AI Toolkit, the ultimate collection of
Great.
tools that will supercharge your learning development journey. This exciting new app is now part of our studio offering, bringing you a whole range of powerful features. With the AI Toolkit, you'll have access to a wide variety of tools that will left-hand side where all the tools are neatly organized. Currently, we have 7 amazing tools for you to explore, and we're just getting started.
Okay, so this is how, with audio, this is how it looked. So we kind of, this is something created only by me, and I'm not a e-learning developer. I'm a product manager, but I'm able to do it with the tools available in AI Toolkit. So
Love it. Do we have any more questions from anyone? I'm not seeing anything pop up. So I guess it wraps it up. At the end, when you exit this fantastic webinar hosted by Sean and myself, you will receive a survey asking if you would like to be contacted by ELB Learning if you're interested in a free trial, so we can get a product out to you so you have a chance to enjoy one of our products and then also experience the AI Toolkit. And thank you so much for coming and being a part of our world today, no matter where you are. Thanks so much and have a great day.